Good morning, everybody. It is February 22nd, right now, Monday, 5:20 in the morning, and we're taking a look at PolkaDot. Trying to assess the price action and see, compared to our analysis, what's going on. Do we need to rearrange anything? Do we need to rearrange our outlook on what's going on? And so yesterday, if you're following up with the videos, we had a couple of criteria that we need Polkadot to either break above or stay within or find the support. And we had this range over here where we're trying to see if Polkadot does drop, because we do anticipate some sort of a retracement, right? Still a lot of things that are good, a lot of excitement right now with Polkadot in terms of whatever's all the projects that are coming up. But obviously, like, we've been uptrending a lot, and we're trying to retrace, right? And now, what does a healthy retracement look like? And if Polkadot is to retrace, where are we supposed to retrace to? Where do we need to find that support, right? So yesterday, if you watched the video, we had Polkadot stuck in this kind of wedge to the side, more of a symmetrical wedge, lower highs, higher lows, and we had a couple things here. For break above or break below can cause a propelled price action towards the breakout, and we're definitely seeing that right now. The Here and yesterday, we had more of a bearish price action. Obviously, with this, between the open and the close, we're seeing there's not even like sellers probably not even existent at the buyers. Sorry, were not even existent at this area, right? We're seeing complete dominance by the sellers, sold it off. Actually broke off the resistance, the support that we were saying. Polkadot could find it, and then as soon as we broke below that, we went back up to retest it, and now we're downtrending. So now we had this range that we were saying that this is the most prominent support, or the strongest support that Polkadot would try to bounce off of. And right now, it looks like we're in that range. We need to see, is Polkadot actually going to stay above this? That's what we need to kind of assess right now for the moment. So obviously, the downtrend is still happening right now. Volume is pretty low, and we've been going down for a bit since what's the price here? 42, and right now, obviously, we pushed all the way down to the 34, and it's almost a 17% drop ever since this right here. What is this? So 20th of February, so a couple of days ago, right? So this is what we're seeing. Obviously, we're seeing that right now, within the past couple of minutes here, is being bought up. It got pushed up from the $34 all the way up to the 35.6. And we need to see, is Polkadot going to find the support here? I think right now we just need to see how that plays out. But in terms of criteria, right, in terms of criteria of how Polkadot acts after an uptrend, right, we do have an uptrend. We create a distance. For example, here, these are our EMAs: the 100 EMA, the 55 EMA, and the 21 EMA, right? So what happens is, if we look back historically here, and I'll explain what those lines are for. So every time we touch those, we found the support at it, because these EMAs are like a magnet, right? So every time you further away from it, or you create a distance, it tries to bring you back to it, right? So you find that support, uptrend, create a distance over here. You go sideways until the EMAs meet us again. Then we pump again, right? Same thing. We pump again. We go up, go sideways, or continue to go uptrend. Obviously, Polkadot's been making a killing. So, the more bullish you are, the more of a distance we're going to keep seeing along the way, right? But the more we go further away, we expect to actually meet it in the end regardless. So you'll have those nasty drops every now and then, right? And it's highly volatile, right? So that's something you need to keep in mind every time you try to invest in any crypto. That's something you really need to get used to. Otherwise, the market is going to teach you the hard way, right? So we do create those distances. We try to go back down. It's either the price meets it first, or the EMA meets it first. And we try to find the support again, push up, push up, push up. Now we're here. We went all the way above, and now we're trying to find that support again, right? So that's what we're seeing right now. I can see, if Polkadot right now does not hold the support, which clearly we're seeing some buyers come in at the moment. If it doesn't hold the support, then the 55 EMA is definitely something of a stronger support, because the further you retrace, right, the bigger EMAs, so the bigger, so like the 55, the 100, and the 200 become more of a stronger support, right? So right now the 200 is too far away, but we just crossed below the 21 EMA, and we need to see, is this going to work out or no? Are the buyers coming in or not? Because right now, technically speaking, everybody, let's say, selling it and we're retracing. But if we're looking, this is 10%. Basically, PolkaDot is almost at a 10% sale price, right? So a lot of buyers would be very interested in the price right now. So yeah, this is what we're seeing. What I tried to look at here with those lines is that what happens when Polkadot tries to uptrend, right? So it looks like over here we're seeing that almost every time before an uptrend, every time the RSI. So I'm just going to take off my stochastic here. So every time the RSI reaches this region, right, somewhere between the 43 in the bottom and 43 all the way to the 30, right, which is so anything below the 30 is oversold, right? But sometimes when you're in a bullish market and everything has been pushing up, you need to kind of push your criteria a bit higher because you're more the results are more skewed because the buyers are coming in at more aggressive rates. You're even if you reach you don't even get to the extreme oversold area, you still have an uptrend, right? So that's something we need to keep in mind. So right now we're seeing every time PolkaDot reaches the 40 level, the RSI, coupled with the fact that the MACD is all the way in the bottom too. So the sellers so we did have a peak, and then the sellers try to drive us all the way back down. And then the momentum gets all the way in the bottom. We start to flatten out a bit, coupled with the RSI being all the way here, coupled with the stochastic RSI. So I like looking at the stochastic RSI because it's a more sensitive. It's just the RSI itself has it's not as sensitive in terms of, it's not like a smooth it's not a smooth either uptick or downtick, right? The stochastic RSI, every time it's in the bottom, it's forecasting the fact that, hey, the RSI should have a leg up, right? So if I'm all the way, let's say RSI gets to this level over here, and I'm saying that the stochastic is all the way in the bottom, I do expect an uptick in the RSI. So these are the things. So there's a couple criteria. Okay, so is the volume all the way in the bottom after a sideways action or a downtrend? Because once you have almost of a downtrend and you're having that the volume is also decreasing, that's telling you volume decreasing after an uptrend or a downtrend tells you that there's less and less interest in the current trend, right? So if it's a downtrend coupled with extreme low volume, that tells you that there's less interest in the downtrend now. Expect the buyers to come in. If it's an uptrend and you see the volume starts to go down again, then that tells you that there's less and less interest in the uptrend. So sellers should be coming in. And that's what we basically see right now. So these are the criteria. Every time stochastic in the bottom, our size in the bottom, and the MACD is on the bottom, we go up. Same thing over here. We have the stochastic all the way in the bottom. Obviously, this is more bullish. So there's a lot of skewed results here when we get the major resistance lines. But somewhere here, for example, our size all the way in the bottom at the line that we're looking at. Let me just take off this. Our size all the way right here at this line. Stochastic is all the way in the bottom, forecasting that the RSI should have an uptick in the strength, and the MACD is all the way in the bottom too. So, but it's just overextended downtrend basically, and we're closer to the EMA, so we should find some sort of support, and that's how we should be looking at it, right? Same thing over here, for example. RSI didn't fully reach all the way to the bottom, but we know we're bullish. So when we get all the way down here, stochastic RSI was extremely all the way in the bottom, forecasting that we should be having an uptick in the RSI. MACD's in the bottom, boom. So this is where we're heading to right now, right? RSI is clearly heading to that region right now. We can have a couple more candles here, and the RSI would still go all the way down. Trying to maybe find that support. Stochastic is all the way in the bottom. This doesn't tell me that, oh, we should pump right now. No, but it's telling you, hey, soon enough, expect an uptrend. Soon enough, expect buyers to come in. And this is what we're happening right now. If we're looking at the volume, so this is right here, all the way here. Volume has been decreasing, right? And then right now we had a major sell-off also on this side, but the volume is all the way in the bottom. So compared to here, where sellers actually sold most of it, we're comparing that we're going down. And yeah, I can tell that obviously we're seeing less and less interest in it right now, and the current trend. And this is the region where we're trying to find the support. Stochastic in the bottom, RSI in the bottom, MACD is in the bottom. Okay, so something should happen soon here. Don't fully always look at the indicators only. Obviously, we're all excited for PolkaDot. A lot of projects, a lot of developments that are coming up too. So that's just something where it's just a price action happen. So there's strictly price action, right? So yeah, I do expect, I want to see PolkaDot right now, see this over here. We're seeing that the buys are coming in at the moment, trying to accumulate more and more. And, I don't want to go too much into the lower time frames, but I'm looking at the 100 EMA right now on the 1 hour chart. This is a region where we're technically supposed to find that support, right? Even if we're looking all the way back here, every time we get to it, we have an uptrend. Every time we get to it, we have an uptrend. Every time we get to it, we have an uptrend. So this is what PolkaDot needs to find at the moment. We need to see we need to see those kind of wicks, those candles, sorry. Something like this, right? We need to see something like this where you'll see that this is the body of the candle, and this is also green over here. We'll see that. What this tells us, basically, we have this is the opening price. Sellers tried to drive the price all the way down. Then buyers came in right away, pushed the price back up to the opening, and actually pushed further than the opening price. So once we start seeing those kind of candles, when we start seeing wicks to the bottom side, something like this, not a wick like this, not something like this, where it's telling you this is more indecisive. It tells you that buyers came in, but still also got shut down by the sellers. So this is more of an indecisive candle. Well, you need to see something with a long wick to the bottom side, and that's what we need to see PolkaDot do. So yeah, this is what we're looking at right now. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if there's anything here that you think is more important that I overlooked, so we can discuss it in the comment section. And yeah, if you like this content, please comment, like, share, subscribe. And if you'd like to support us on Patreon, then definitely check out we keep the link in the description. And yeah, thank you for watching.